Well, Michaela's crying on Instagram. Again, these tears remind me of that guy from Love is Blind who put eye drops in to make it look like he was crying. Like, doesn't it look like that? But anyway, she was crying last week too. This was on her story, I don't know, 4 days ago or something. There's a big discourse that's just starting right now about how people are pretty sick of influencers. We're all just kind of over it. And I say kind of because are we over it? She's got 3.4 million on Instagram and 17.4 million on TikTok. And what's a masshole, by the way? People seem to be really fed up with Mikayla specifically, and these videos go into great depth about her controversies. But in case you don't know, I'll just sum them up real quick. So, the most famous one is probably Lashgate, where she was paid to promote a mascara, and she put on fake lashes for the final product, which of course is super deceptive and extremely scammy, in my opinion. And then there's a funny one back in 2022 when she's talking about how hard it is to be an influencer.
Try being an influencer for a day because the people who say it's easy are so far out of their minds.
And she also uses extreme beauty filters, which is problematic already, but more problematic when you're literally trying to sell makeup. Oh, and her accent is fake, which is really interesting.
Hi, it's OL Mikayla here, and I am standing in the Fisher Student Center, one of the best buildings on campus.
Kim Kardashian dropped this absolutely stunning, sexy makeup line.
Which she obviously does to drum up engagement and to go viral. And you know what? It works. So, yeah, people are seemingly just way more over it and think that influencers are completely out of touch.
We're about to open over 300 PR packages. It's UGG season, and I may or may not have blacked out on the website. Did I need 5 pairs of Uggs? No, but here we are. This is everything I got shopping in Vegas. So, I blacked out.
I wonder why people think that. I honestly think the reason Michaela posts herself crying so much is because it's the last relatable thing she can possibly do. I mean, it's pretty clear her lifestyle is no longer relatable, like at all, in any possible way. And I honestly feel like these influencers just sit around and think, how can I relate to the peasants? I mean, my followers. Well, let's think. Everyone is so poor and sad right now, and I'm not poor. So wait a minute. Hold on, I got it. I'll be sad. That's relatable. Everyone's sad now. That's like the new bridge between influencers and the audience. Like before, it was makeup that connected her to her audience, like, how she got famous. But now it's crying because crying means engagement and sympathy. All right, so back to what she posted yesterday. She says she prays, she figures it out. And then she posted this screenshot of someone responding to her picture of food with gonna get fatter. And then she claps back at them. Okay. And finally, we have the last slide that says, guys, that has nothing to do with the haters. I don't give a fuck about that. More so what I was speaking about the other day. Can I just say, it does seem like she gives a fuck about the haters if she's one responding to it and then two screenshotting her response and putting it on her story, which just makes me think she's doing that for attention also. Like, oh my God, look how much hate I'm getting. I have a theory that that's her alt account and she sends herself hate. Like, I swear to God, I think that, okay? And that's just my opinion, that's my theory, but I think it's another way to drum up engagement and attention. Okay, but anyway, she says it's more so what I was speaking about the other day. So I think this is what she's talking about right here. She posted this like a week ago or something like that. Okay, so on the left it says, the reason I have not been posting on TikTok is because being a brand founder essentially consumes my life and I simply don't have time to make videos anymore. But I'm gonna try to figure it out because I fucking miss just being a content creator and making videos about makeup. But honestly, both are full time jobs. Balancing both is quite draining. There needs to be more time in the day. Just want you to know where my head's at for those who care. That's all. Not trying to complain, just explain. I know people think that influencers don't actually do anything, but trust me, free time is not in my vocabulary. And then the little caption on the right is just basically saying how she doesn't want to get an assistant and she's not saying it's hard or complaining, but then she goes on to basically say it's hard and complain. So that was last week in the end of April or beginning of May. I can't remember, but I found this video way back in August.
I know that for many people this will be very hard to believe, but I am extremely burnt out. The main conclusion here is I'm exhausted. Definitely need to find the balance between being a content creator and being a founder because I don't want to crack.
Okay, it seems like you cracked. It seems like we're there. And it seems like you need to find a balance ASAP. It's actually a pet peeve of mine when people say they're busy and burnt out, but they are the ones overfilling their own schedule. And I don't doubt she's a hard worker. Like, it's clear she's a hard worker, but it's a whole lot easier to be a rich influencer than someone working 2 to 3 jobs, living, I don't know, paycheck to paycheck. Those people definitely cry too, I assure you. I'm one of them, but they aren't posting it online for attention all the time, constantly. My issue with Mikayla is that it's just so out of touch to be posting yourself crying when people literally can't afford to eat. And I'm not even saying she can't cry. I'm just saying do it privately. Like, you don't have to post it online for sympathy. If anyone can afford to take time off for their mental health, it's her. So why doesn't she do it? Talking about this reminds me of Dua Lipa and how she's kind of a meme for going on vacation constantly. And people love to see that. Like, go get your money, get your bag, and then go away. Like, go on vacation. Just go away for a little bit. Because when you do too much, when you are already making so much money and then you create a brand and then you say you're working all the time, it almost gives off that you're like hoarding wealth. Like, you're already rich enough. Why do you want more? It's just so easy to dunk on Mikayla because she's just so insufferable, and I really don't know how anyone stands to watch her videos anymore. And I really think that she's the perfect example of crying being the new influencer currency that's helping them seem more relatable, even though honestly, I think people can see right through it. Well, that's all I have for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like videos like this, make sure to subscribe because there's definitely more coming.
It really reminded me that you don't get a space to complain, bitch. Look at the house you're in, look at the life you fucking have, shut the fuck up and get your ass back to work. Yeah, I have bad days mental health wise, but it's like, bitch, how bad do you really have it?